Hello, welcome back to Let's Play Icewind Dale, the Enhanced Edition. I'm Elmaeron. I did a little bit of looking into some stuff since the last episode, which I apologize for the audio watermark. I'm recording on a Mac. If you haven't watched any of my other series, I have a Mac, I'm recording on a Mac. I'm using OBS to record my desktop, but Mac does not have native audio capture for the desktop, what's playing, so I couldn't capture the music without a third-party app. And that is the one that I've got right now. The one that's been working for me is SWB Audio app, which requires a yearly subscription, I think. It's not expensive, but it requires a subscription. And if you don't have the subscription, it puts that audio watermark into your recordings. Irritatingly. I do have a subscription, but it doesn't stop working if I forget to open the app. It just puts the watermark in. If I open the app, then it works fine. And so, yes, last recording session, I had restarted my computer, forgot that would have turned the app off, recorded an episode. Afterwards, I had a 52-minute episode, and I was clicking around to check the sound levels and heard the watermark, and was like, oh, good lord, I forgot. So anyway, that's what that's about. I've got it on. The app is on this time. It should be working. I shouldn't have the watermark, but it does. I do occasionally have situations where I forget about it. I forget to turn it on. Forget that I have turned it off. Whatever the case may be. The second thing I wanted to bring up is Heart of Winter here, which I was curious about, is an expansion. That barbarian shaman chieftain guy who came and was like, the barbarians are going to attack the 10 towns, I need your help to stop it. That's this. This is an expansion to the base game that came out like a year later in 2001. And so we can't do that until we're high enough level, and I never played this expansion. I never had it back in the day, so I don't know what's involved in this one at all. Like, I have vague memories of Icewind Dale. I have never played this. And I did some looking up for the rogue stuff. I was wondering if wearing armor... Let's see, 4 days, that's the one. I was wondering if wearing armor affected my rogue skills, and as far as I can tell, it does. I'm not sure how... either subtracts 10% from my chances, my thief skills. So like 75%, it would be a 65% chance to find a trap each round, I think. Or it doesn't affect it at all. There's two opinions that I found. I tend to assume that it does affect it because I feel like they kind of programmed absolutely everything they could into this game. So I'm assuming that it does affect my ability to use the things, so I'm just going to have to keep that in mind. Not that I'm going to take the armor off, because I want my people to survive. I want them to live. And that's 3 points of armor class that I don't want to lose in a combat situation. And much like with the mages, taking the armor on and off during a combat situation just seems like a hassle. While I was looking that up, I was reminded that I've been confused about the Heart of Winter as a separate campaign, because there's also a Hearts of Fury that is referenced in a guide I was looking at, which is just a hard difficulty version of the game. But it's like Hearts of Winter, Hearts of Fury. It's the same sound, and I was getting them confused. So I wasn't quite sure which was which. But that said, I did apparently miss a few things that I can do here in town.
Indeed.
between I was like I said, I was checking some stuff. I was glancing at a guide to see what was going on, and there's a few things, not big things, just some little minor things that I can do here. So, for one, I have a paladin, and apparently... Oh. This is new. Stop right there. Don't take another step. Closer. Who are you? How did you get through the pass? What's wrong? I've had some troubles of late. Now we've got strangers in town that shouldn't have been able to make it through the pass. Care to explain how you got here? We were part of the expedition, but not everybody made it. What happened? The pass is snowed in. There's a horde of creatures in the pass. I doubt any caravans will be through. That's interesting. Okay, so tell me about Coldhar. That's weird. I have done all these conversations with these people, but this particular townsperson was very suspicious of me. Are there any churches or temples? There's a temple to Ilmater here in the northeast canyon, just beyond the wrecked airship, or just beneath the wrecked airship. Don't know if that's your faith or not, but the brothers and the Reverend Mother are good people. The broken god, correct? Aye, he's the god of suffering, the crying god. His priests seek to help alleviate the suffering of others by taking on their pain. Don't know all the teachings, but that's pretty much how I understand it. Don't you worship him? Well, I'll tell you, friend. One look at the great tree of Coldahar, and it seems to me that nature's the only thing really deserving of worship around here. I mean, branches nearly scrape the clouds, it seems. Beautiful sight it is. Have you ever heard the teachings of Ilmater? I think they might make you see the church differently. Well, maybe so. What are his teachings? Ilmater is the willing sufferer. He takes on the burdens and pains of others, and so do his priests. I'm sure you've noticed the priests put others ahead of themselves, and they are always there when one needs healing or comfort. Well, I suppose I'd always assumed the priests had been helping the town in the hopes of gaining converts. Maybe I'll attend one of their worship days and see a little bit more of what the church is like. Thank you for opening my eyes a little. It was my pleasure. I had some more questions. Alright. Looking for a place to rest. Well, there's the evening shade, but, well, the previous innkeeper was one of the townsfolk who's gone missing, and it's come under new ownership, some halfling merchant from the south. Not a very friendly fellow, but I suppose the evening shade's all there is for travelers. You don't want to be sleeping outside with all the disappearances. Disappearances. Hayden the innkeeper. Okay. So, pushing the religion of Ilmater gives my paladin experience. And hey, look, she leveled up. I did not realize you could do that. I assume that your paladin is assumed to be a paladin of Ilmater based on this, but I'm very amused that that's a thing. Alright, let's see. You can't do more long sword, and you can't do more sword and shield style. But you can. Let's do some bastard sword. We're going to go swords with you. And I just gave you a bastard sword, so let's start getting you better with those. And let's see. Where are the serving people? There's Amelia. Back again. What'll it be this time? I'm looking for a room for the night. Well, you're in and out of luck. We don't have any rooms, but that pug-nosed knee-high at the evening shade, Aldwin, has some rooms for lead if you're interested. Better hope you have enough coin, though. I doubt a pile of gold would be enough for that copper-clenching mole. I take it you don't like halflings? It's nothing to do with him being half a man. I mean, it sounds like it might be. If so, then most of Coldahar would be guilty. Oh, good lord. Maybe not. If you're insulting all the men in town. It's his manner. That ill-mannered excuse for Gunny Sack came into ownership of that inn recently. And it's a queer thing how he did so. What do you mean? Well, the previous innkeeper, Iden, is one of the folks who's gone missing of late. The thing is, he's one of the only ones that seems to know he was going missing, because he left a claim on who to pass the inn on to in case he needed to be put to sleep with a shovel. Go on. And then, Barely a day after he's gone, Aldwin shows up like a winter wolf out of the fresh fallen snow with the claim in his paws and sets up shop pretty as you please. Well, Aiden could have just been looking ahead. People leave legacies and wills all the time. Well, I knew Aiden, and the fool was a right and a fellow, but he had the palsy so bad he couldn't even write his own name, much less a claim. That's even if he was in the know about his letters, and at which he wasn't. Interesting. Maybe I'll ask Aldwin about the claim he has. And asking about food. Alright. Thanks for all that. Whoops. Everybody leaves. Come on.
Certainly.
So, and I might have found this eventually. Honestly, I probably wouldn't have found this because I totally passed up exploring the inn. I just went in there and was mostly focused on identifying the stuff in my possession. So I needed to actually rest. I forgot about exploring the inn my first time through town, and then by the time I'm coming back from the Vale of Shadows, I'm thinking about the Vale of Shadows and resting up and going back, not exploring here anymore. But there's a staircase here. I can just go up here. So let's see, is there anything to be found up here? There's a thing. A studded necklace with Zyos gems. Well, it's locked. Interesting. It's the only other thing of interest up here, it looks like.
Your command? It shall be done.
Thieving. No. No good. He's not very good at picking locks. Alright, well I may come back later.
Yeah?
Can I force it?
Like an arrow.
Yes? Agreed.
Me?
Okay.
So that's how it
Speak
is.
your mind. Very well.
No. Okay.
I am by
So
your
I'll come
side.
back when I have better pick locks. But I think there's something in there for me to find.
Done.
This you're in? Yeah. Why? Somebody in town say differently? She said you bought this inn from a man named Aiden before he vanished. Amelia? That dried-up serving wench with the voice like a harpy? Yeah, I know her, and she's right. I did buy this place from Aiden, and I'm beginning to see why the old dodger wanted to sell this inn and vanish right quick. Why? Well, he stuck me with this hole and not much business to be had. Winter's choked off all the passes, so that means no caravans and no business. Help all Aiden got buried in a snowdrift or used as a chew bone by an ogre. Anyway, the claim's mine, so I got to make do. He wrote the claim to you? Yeah, written in pen and ink. Legally binding. Every I dotted and every T crossed. Any fool could see. So? Well, Aiden had palsy, but you knew that, right? So if this claim was written by you, of course, assuming that Aiden knew how to write, which he didn't, then the script would hardly be as perfectly written as you say. Or was written to you. Yeah, well, old Aiden must have had someone write it for him then, because everything looks in order to me. It's not unheard of to have others write claims for you. All I know is the claim's mine. And you want a room or not? Nope. We're good. I already rested. I've given you a lot of money already.
As you wish.
So, that's something to log in the back of our heads once I can pick that lock. We're gonna revisit that. And the final thing that I missed is that I didn't talk to Arundel a second time. I took the quest and moved on. How do you guys get so separated? Are these two just faster than everybody else?
I see.
Oh, you have returned. What news? Does the evil we seek lie within the Vale of Shadows?
Haven't discovered anything of use.
Please.
Return when I know more.
You must make haste. Time works against us. We must discover the source of this evil before the balance is altered irrevocably.
Yes, I understand. I'm working on it. I thought you should know. I came across an ogre in the pass outside of town. This ogre, who calls himself Garrig, complained to me about a sharp pain in his head. Is there anything you can do to help him?
Interesting. It is impossible to determine exactly what ails him without examining him myself. But I do know of an herbal remedy that may ease his suffering. If you like, I could tell you the recipe so that you may help him help himself.
Very well. What is this
Tell
recipe?
him to gather a handful of frost berries that grow throughout these mountains. He must squeeze the juices from the berries into a pot of boiling tundra grass. Once mixed, the entire brew must be consumed in order for the pain to subside.
I'll tell him. I'm sure he'll be grateful. I knew that we could do something with that ogre. I just didn't realize it was so soon. And specifically with that Arundel would know it. How do I get out of here? So let's go talk to the ogre. I wonder if I can tell the goblin about it. Let's do the ogre first. He's farther away.
Indeed.
I'm not planning to reference a guide for the most part for this thing, but I might occasionally glance at one to make sure there's nothing that I want to resolve that I'm missing. I feel bad for the poor ogre.
will smash your face.
You here again, head still hurt. Garrig, gather the red and purple frostberries that grow near hot springs. Mash them into a paste and eat them with boiled tundra grass. That will make your head stop hurting. The remedy actually only works for ogres. That fix, head? I give thanks. I go make head better now. Good luck. Yay! And we got a level up. Only works for ogres, so I can't help the poor goblin. I'll talk to the goblin
I'm
anyway,
here.
just to double check. Okay. So, more hit points. This is the ranger leveling up. I think that just increases the move silent behind shadows for you too, which is good to know. Good to remember. Ranger has those two.
Yes, no small task.
Too bad they don't have find traps. I could have two people finding traps. Edward's not great at it. You're still here? You're still here. Nope. He is not happy about the pain. The other thing I missed somehow over here is that there's stairs in the back. I murdered all those get food from humans. So I was too busy murdering orcs last time who wanted me to pay them tribute. Maybe they would have. Too bad they wouldn't accept the weapons of fallen goblins as tribute. I could have given them that. And yet I'm still stealing them. It works. I was playing another game, Pillars of Eternity, where you can hit tab and it highlights everything you can interact with. I didn't think it would work in this, but it actually does. Reveal details. That's kind of nice. I don't have to try to mouse over everything. Let's remember that later, because that's gonna be good. There's a door here. Oh goodness! Hi. Sorry about that. We're all in here too. Shh! Be quiet, or the goblins will hear us. What are you doing in the closet? I'm hiding from the goblins. They got my dad and sister. I'm sorry. I know it can't be that comforting for me to say it, but it will be okay. Let me take you to the village. I'll find help for you there. Don't worry about me. I'll go to the temple in Kuldahar. I know the way. Now that the goblins are dead, it'll be easy to get there. Bye. Did I tell you the goblins were dead? I mean, they are. I guess I might have told you the goblins were dead. Ah! More goblins. They weren't all dead, kid. Careful.
As you wish.
Look at that. We're getting a lot of levels. This is actually good. I could probably...
Very well.
Okay. And you still can't get to it.
Give the word.
Here.
Make way. What do you want?
You have my as you will.
Having a few extra levels will probably help as I go into slightly more dangerous areas over in the Vale. Okay.
I am here.
Okay.
Indeed.
Good. Really? You had to go all the way around?
I see.
Aye.
What now?
Don't use your sword,
You
use your
have
bow.
need of me? Certainly.
Oh my god, you guys. You're getting totally lost. Stop it.
No small task. Done.
Okay, so I don't know if I can do anything for that goblin. But I helped the ogre. And I found a small child. And I killed a few more goblins who happened to be around. Poor things.
I stand ready.
I kind of wonder if... Alright, so additional mage spell. Level 1 spells. 1. Fantastic. 3 more hit points. 4 more hit points. Good for you. Better roll. Okay. Let's do that. 40% open locks, 85% find traps. I am going to max that out at some point. But I kind of want to open that lock. Let's go see if I can open that
I
lock.
am by your side. As you wish.
Also, my mages now have 2 spell slots each.
At your
Mages
command.
in 2nd edition were very difficult to use. As you can see, they don't have a lot of magic at their disposal. So, early levels for your mage in 2nd edition was mostly shooting things with a crossbow or a sling or bow and arrow in this case.
Yes. I see.
You'd have 1 magic missile.
I see.
Here, I'm looking for a room. You'd have 1 magic missile per day, and then you're stuck with everything with
Very well.
How can I help?
nothing much.
Agreed.
Hey, now it succeeded. Iden's Legacy Ring. This simple silver ring bears an inscription on the interior. It looks like the inscription was carved there by an expert silversmith. To the people of Kuldahar, should evening fall upon me and my life be no more, I leave the evening shade to you. Please care for her as I did. Iden of the line of Kaivan. That's rather specific.
I am here. Done.
Interesting that he would have it put in a ring.
No small task.
Anyway, now that I've taken advantage of your services, I found a ring in one of the upper rooms you might be interested in. Eh? What? This ring has an inscription on the inside that looks like the real claim to this inn. Why would you be the owner when this claim says different? Oh, so now you've stooped to forcing your way into locked containers in people's houses, have you? Before you accuse me of doing anything wrong, maybe you should look at you yourself. You're a paladin, eh? What's a holier-than-thou soldier doing forcing locks, eh? Oh, so you knew it was locked upstairs? No, I didn't know it was locked upstairs. Look, I don't have to explain anything. You're right. I will take Aiden's ring to the elders of the town and let them decide how to deal with this. Perhaps they could call on Aiden's shade with the ring and speak to him about this. Justice must be served. Look, hold on. Here's what happened. First off, I never laid a hand on Aiden. So Aiden is dead. Well, yeah, but it's not my fault. I come into the inn one night after barely making my way through Coldahar Pass, see, and there he is, lying on the floor of the inn, cold as stone. Now, I'd been through the pass before, even talked with the old fool a bit, and I knew he didn't have any family. So what did you do with the body? There had been rumors of people missing, so I buried the body outside of town, and then, well, I dug up some pen and ink and set up the claim. Granted, I stripped him of his belongings, and I should have thrown away that damn ring. But look, I'm not doing any harm. He didn't have any family, and this town needs an inn. So why did you do it? You probably won't be able to sell this place, you know. The storm season closes off the caravan routes too often to turn any profit. I know, it's just that, I don't know, I'm sick of traveling. I suddenly got the urge to settle. Blame the halfling in me, I suppose. At least I didn't try to plant myself in some glorified mole burrow and smoke a stinkweed pipe until I die of boredom. So I'm definitely not doing number 2, where I blackmail him into free rooms. While it's good that you didn't hurt Aiden, you shouldn't have hid the body and falsified the claim. There were people here that probably knew him and cared for him, and they would have liked to have paid their respects. Besides, as Aiden Reen's state, the inn belongs to Coldahar, not you. What you did was wrong. Yeah, well, before you start getting any more preachy on me, it seems that you need to stop your habit of breaking and entering. That stinks of a thief, and by my reckoning, that puts us at about the same level. Fair enough. Nonetheless, I want you to speak to the town elders and let them know what you've done. If you don't, I will speak to them, and it will be worse for you in the long run. Look, maybe what's to keep me from getting out of town? Well, you won't get far. An avalanche has sealed off the pass, and plus, there are raiders scouring the mountains. Just confess to the elders. All right, damn it, I'll go talk to them. Now stop bothering me. Very well, I'll be back to check on you, Aldwin. Farewell. I'll talk to him again, I'm sure, because I'm going to have to use the inn again.
Indeed.
Anyway, the trouble with having a paladin. It does smell of a thief, huh? Yeah, I'm traveling with one. He's in the back. So, there we go. That's that settled. I feel like I should go back into all these houses and check and see if there's anything I missed. Like that.
Indeed.
I don't suppose you care about any of this. Okay. Right. I gotta remember how this works. Take the armor off. Identify the thing. Huh. Sling +1. Slings aren't great. Slings have existed since the beginning of recorded history. The basic sling consists of a strap of leather or fabric with a pouch for holding the missile. However, this one has been imbued with a small magical enchantment. The weapon is held by both ends of the strap and twirled around the wielder's head. When top speed is attained, the missile is launched by releasing one of the strap's ends.
Very
Oh, and I got a bunch of goblin stuff. Let's go sell that. And then go back to the Vale. And actually start progressing the plot again. Maybe. A little bit. I don't think the sling is any better than the bows. On the other hand, the clerics can use it. Hang on. You don't have a secondary option. Let's get you. Let you have the sling, just in case I need more ranged. And then let's get you some ammunition. Where's the ammunition? Don't you? Oh, there it is. Good lord. There we go. Just in case. Also, it's magic. I don't know if that will help. The bullets aren't magic. Oh well. Sell the really? Oh my goodness. Sell all of them. Yes? Hang on.
Your command?
You're already using a short bow, so you don't need that one. That's right. I couldn't tell. I think, as far as I could tell, if you're wearing armor, it either does or does not reduce your thieving abilities. The weight doesn't matter. Armor class and stuff doesn't matter. So probably this is wearing the studded leather is just better. Just like I think it'll just negate mage spells if I give it to my mages. I could wear the ring. Yeah, let's keep it in the gem bag. Oh, and one of you had... I should probably have one of you carry all of my Yeti hides. I'm not sure if there's any point in me holding on to... holding on to magical weapons that I don't intend to use in the long term makes sense, because there are some enemies that can only be hit with magical weapons. I don't know if there's a point in holding on to magical armor that I don't intend to use. Right? Anyway, I'm going to sell the short bow and the dagger. Oh my goodness, just
no small task.
because I don't need those. And then let's go sell the this guy will take the gems, I think. I did also see a note that selling things dilutes the market, so the Yeti pelts will be worth less the more of them I sell. So what I want to do if I'm going to sell them is to hold on to them and sell them all at once to get the same price for all of them. I was planning to hold on to them to get 10 to do the magic hide armor and see if that's worth anything from the wizard here, just to see. Okay, good. I can't steal from you. I didn't want to, but it's hard to resist. Yes, sell the studded necklace with Zyos gems. Right? A necklace is a piece of ornamental metal jewelry, usually made of silver, gold, platinum, or other precious metal, and adorned with gems. A necklace is always worn on the neck. Huh. I never would have guessed. And can be of any length. That could be awkward. If it's really long. Sunstone is a feldspar gem, closely related to moonstone and more properly known as oligoclase. Sunstone can be colorless or faintly greenish and of facet grade, but most common by far is its softer Cabochon variety. I do not know these words. This yields gemstones that have bright red or orange spangles, minute crystals, suspended in a nearly colorless background in a parallel fashion, giving the whole a rich golden or reddish-brown color. Neat. I don't think there's a point in holding on to gems that aren't magical, so I'm not going to, but I can at least buy them back if I need to. I'm tempted to buy these and read these off camera at some point, or on camera at some point, but I think not for right now. I don't know why I would buy these. They're not magical, and they don't give me any stats. They're just heavy. I don't think they might. I doubt they even change your appearance on the screen. Oh well.
Certainly.
Actually, yeah. I think I'm not sure if I have to go out particular exits to get to particular places, or if just going out any exit would work. There's a lot of little gameplay mechanics that are occurring to me, like, literally this session, that I'm like, I'm not sure how this works. I don't remember. Okay. Back to the Vale of Shadows. I'm down a single identify spell, but I don't think I care. Should I go back into these crypts and make sure I didn't miss anything with the tab button? I don't think I did. But you know what? Let's go back into these crypts and make sure I didn't miss anything by using the tab button that I now have discovered.
I see.
Did I miss that? I missed that. Well, I'm glad I came back. I did get this one, right? Yeah, I did get that one. Okay, so that's it. I did miss something in here. I'm so glad I found the tab button. And that's always been part of the game? Oh, good, there's a select all button. That'll save me some effort. Alright, let's not walk directly down to this one just in case something has shown up that might bar my path. And then we'll double check in this crypt, and then we're going to come back down here, and we'll go up here first and see what's in this center section. And then probably this up here, where the regular shadow chased me off before. I'm a little bit concerned that the shadows might respawn. In a way that I'm not super concerned with most other enemies.
Indeed.
Alright, so I definitely found that. And I definitely found that. I remember finding both of those, and I definitely found that. Those ones are pretty obvious. And nothing else is lighting up. Okay, we're good. moving on.
As you wish.
It is spooky in here. There's not really music, just sound effects. Like animals calling. It's a really good effect. Good ambient noise, as it were. There's a Yeti. Hello, Yeti.
My sword is yours. Aye?
Something wrong?
I am by your side. Very well.
Oh, right. Nalia, you get to carry all the Yeti hides. These are potions. An antidote. And a potion of agility. Hang on. The cleansing is instant. The potion may only be used once. The color seems strange somehow. Hang on. I don't want to drink that. It doesn't have statistics. I don't trust it. Potion of dexterity. It sets your dexterity to 18. Do any of my characters have lower than 18? 18 dex, 18 dex, 18 dex, 18, 18, and 18. Yeah, I made sure they all had 18. For the best possible armor class. So I don't need that one.
To clear a woman's wrath.
To that. I am here.
I await your
Alright, Nalia.
Yes, it shall be done.
Good.
You have need of me? Done.
Bunch of Yetis. I wonder if we'll find, Merrick, the brother guy. This ancient statue depicts a seated robed figure, his head bowed in prayer. That villager whose brother got snatched by the Yeti. I wonder if we'll find that Yeti.
I am ready as always. So be it.
Ah,
I am by your side.
there's another Yeti slightly to the left. Oh, hey, level ups. This is the priest spells. Oh, fantastic. So, cleric level ups. Not a lot of extra hit points. I think you get half normal hit points when you're multi-class like this. So it would be like roll the die, add your constitution modifier, and then have it to get the total that you're getting since they're multi-classed. But oh, hang on. Oh, it's second level slots now. Oh, that's good. What do we got? Aid, chant, cure moderate wounds. Yes, please. Draw upon holy might. Find traps. That could be good. Hold person. No alignment. Resist fire and cold. Silence 15-foot radius. Slow poison and spiritual hammer. Like I said, I really kind of wish. Is there a way? Is there anywhere else I can look at aside from scrolls? Like, the scroll tells me what it does when I right click on it. That's the map, that's the, yeah. I wish I could right click on this and see see what some of these do, because I don't know all these spells by heart. Let's do slow poison. Okay. So cure moderate wounds and a spiritual hammer. And one of them will have hold person, one of them will have slow poison.
Yes.
And we'll see if that helps. There's a path down. There's a path up. Let's go up first. More shadows. Oh boy.
Enemies all.
Yeah, you're right there. Stop being right there.
Fire and lightning.
Alright, another crypt. We've been doing well. Oh my goodness. How many of you are there?
I stand ready.
Your life is ruined.
Oh boy.
Yes?
Alright, you come stand over here and look for traps. Meanwhile,
You have my
You
undivided
have need
attention.
of me?
I'm here. On my way.
let's start looting the bodies. Oh, there's another little dagger hidden in there. They're not... I can't stop myself.
Speak your mind very
They're
well.
not worth any money. There's really no real point. This niche holds 6 small bronze statues of a robed figure.
Yes.
How can I help? Of course.
Hey?
The blood-stained table is decaying with age. It looks like it will collapse at any moment. This appears to be an offering table. There's nothing remarkable about it. Nothing remarkable about any of those. It's kind of interesting that this shelf has long since fallen into ruin. Any contents it once held have been lost to time. That I can look at all of these.
Done.
Alright, Baron, let's go check this thing out. Healing potion and a potion of not identified.
I am here.
Your command? It shall be done.
You have need of me? I am
Aha!
on your side.
Aha! 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 I found it.
Make peace with your gods.
Yes? Agreed.
Alright, disarm the trap, please. There we go. And then back out, back up, back up, back up. I don't want to accidentally run into there if there's more traps to be dealt with.
Speak your mind. Onward.
Alright. Anything? No. Okay, good. Find traps and a chant. That's actually good. Now I can figure out find out what, I mean, find traps is pretty obvious, but I can find out what the other spell, chant, does.
How can I help? Very well.
This is a bronze statue of a robed man. He appears sad and is holding his arms out in supplication to someone.
A little fire and lightning should liven things up.
Your command? Agreed.
I am by your side.
Death comes for
Make
you.
peace with your gods.
Yes. At once.
Do skeletons have gods? I mean, that they worship. This pool is filled with a vile-smelling black liquid. The surface seems to ripple as if something is trying to break free of the surface. Ooh. These are openings filled with bones. They appear human. Don't go too far, Edward. What am I doing? Tab. Okay, so there's something with that sarcophagus.
Yes? No small task.
Speak your mind. Of course.
Okay, it doesn't look like there's any more enemies. Aha! It's trapped. Ah! Trap sprung.
I am here.
You failed to disarm the trap.
How can I help?
Death comes for you.
Well, you know what? I tried. It was a good try, good attempt. It was a good attempt. I almost managed that. Yeah, okay. All right, now let's see what's in there. Ooh, money. Ooh, ooh, hoo, hoo. Magical chainmail. That's good. Screw magical leather.
I am by your side.
Right. We're safe for now. You can take your armor off. Chainmail +1. 2 versus slashing, 6 versus crushing. Alright. So you're currently wearing regular chainmail. But let's check our frontline fighters. 3 versus piercing and missile, 2 versus crushing, AC 4. 2 versus slashing, 6 versus crushing. Okay, so chainmail just helps against those things, generally speaking. And these 3 all have splint mail, which is better against piercing and missile, and definitely better against crushing. But not as good against slashing. Oh boy, choices. I'm gonna give it to... I'll give it to you. Splint mail is 4. Yeah, because the +1... So this is better overall, splint mail, than regular chainmail. But the +1 chainmail is slightly better... is not better, but it's... good enough. It's differently good. I don't know how else to say that. Infravision. Divination. This is a wizard spell. Level 1, too. Oh, sorry. Infravision. The other one is Protection from Evil, level 1. Okay. And then we've got Find Traps, which is level 2 Divination. That can be used by clerics, but also looks like it can be used by wizards. It cannot. It just said it didn't say wizard, but apparently it can't. Wait, mage. Maybe I was looking for the wrong thing. Chant. Level 2. Sphere is combat. Range, visual range of the caster. By means of the chant spell, the priest brings special favor upon herself and her party and causes harm to her enemies. When the chant spell is completed, all the priest's allies within the area of effect gain a +1 bonus to attack rolls, minimum damage rolls, and saving throws. Furthermore, damage dice for all effects outside a weapon's base damage is reduced by 1. Dice for all effects outside a weapon's base damage is reduced by 1. For example, a 66 fireball will do 65 damage, and a flaming longsword that deals 1d8 plus 2 slashing plus 1d3 fire damage will deal 1d8 plus 2 slashing plus 1d2 fire damage instead. The priest's enemies suffer from the opposite effects. What? Wait. The first part sounds good. All allies gain +1 to attack, minimum damage, and saving throws. But why would reducing damage dice be good for my people? It would increase the damage dice by enemies then, right? The enemies suffer opposite effects. Moderate amount of concentration. Cannot cast any spells for the chance duration, and her movement is slowed by half. Yeah, mage is in the middle. I was looking for wizard. Okay. I don't know if I like that one or not. Oh, hey, luck. The recipient of this spell gains extraordinary luck for the next 3 rounds. +1 to saving throws, attack rolls, and minimum damage / healing rolls, as well as +5% to all thieving skills. Ooh. Furthermore, damage dice for all effects outside a weapon's base damage is reduced by 1. Again with this. I'm going to look this up. I'm not is this damage dice for things coming at you, or this your damage dice? Like, is it increasing your saving throws at a cost? I really don't know. I really don't know. Anyway, let's move along, I guess. We can be done being puzzled by game mechanics and move on to... I swear I never worried about mechanics this much when I was a kid. I barely even knew what mechanics meant. There was the path down. Let's go down. Let's just go hit things. I'll feel better. We'll do this path down, and then I'm going to end the episode. I noticed how long it's been going. Hit things!
Your gods.
Give the word. Make way.
Pick that up.
I am here, certainly.
Your life is forfeit.
What do you want? Right.
Ooh. Magical Warhammer. Oh, now I wish I hadn't... Now I wish I hadn't used all my identification spells. Alright, there's a cave.
You have no small task.
But also I have a magical warhammer that I haven't identified. I'm going to go back to town. Off camera, I'm going to go back to town, rest up, cast Identify, and then I'm going to come back and I'm going to have a magical warhammer and everybody will be happy. Especially me. Thank you for watching. I hope you enjoyed this episode, and I will talk to you next time. Bye for now.